Alan Shearer has had his say after Tottenham announced the sacking of manager Ange Postecoglou on Friday. The Australian steered Spurs to Europa League glory via a 1-0 victory over Manchester United in last month's final, but Postecoglou consistently heaped pressure on himself with poor results in the Premier League, as the North London side eventually finished 17th in the top flight. Spurs owner Daniel Levy eventually decided to sack the 59-year-old on 6 June, while Tottenham could soon appoint Brentford boss Thomas Frank. Postecoglou's time as Spurs boss is up, credit Hassan Karim. Breaking media: Shearer makes stupid admission as Tottenham sack Postecoglou. Spurs suffered 22 Premier League defeats this season, epitomizing how poorly Postecoglou performed domestically this season. Newcastle legend Shearer responded to the news via X, 6 June, as he wrote, "What a stupid game football is." More Football Insider stories. Meanwhile, despite their woeful Premier League efforts, Tottenham will compete in next season's Champions League thanks to their Europa League triumph. View: Tottenham's decision to sack Postecoglou was harsh. Postecoglou cannot get away from the fact that he led Spurs to just one position above the relegation zone, even though he boasted a squad on paper who should have comfortably landed a top half spot. Premier League table: 16th 18th games played, goal difference points 16, Wolves 38-1-5 4-2-1-7, Tottenham 38-1-3-8-1-8, Leicester 38-47-25. Tottenham had a poor Premier League season. Furthermore, the North Londoners suffered a humiliating 4-0 defeat to Liverpool in the second leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final on 6 February, having held a 1-0 aggregate lead. Postecoglou's men were then dumped out of the FA Cup at the fourth round by Aston Villa just 3 days later. However, at the start of the season, Tottenham's ultimate objectives were to win a trophy and seal Champions League qualification, which the Australian managed to achieve via his Europa League triumph. Even though his side consistently performed poorly in the Premier League, Postecoglou hadn't lost the dressing room, as his players fought well for him in Europe. Meanwhile, speaking to Tottenham News, Paul Robinson tipped Mikey Moore to leave Spurs.